welcome back to our math review. So right now I want you to find the tens and ones and find out if our number is odd or even. Pause the video and do that now. Alright, so our number is 58. We have 5 tens and 8 ones. And then we're going to put them into pairs to find out if our number is odd or even. Each of them have a pair, and we're going to make that even. That is an even number, so 58 is even. Now remember, our number is 58. We're going to move into our hundreds, tens, and ones, so fill that chart in for the number 58. Do that now. Alright, so we have no hundreds. We have 5 tens and 8 ones in the number 58. Now, remember, using our tens and ones, we're going to move into expanded form. What is 5 tens the same as? If you're not sure, you can count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 tens is the same as 50. So moving into our expanded form, I want you to fill in the expanded form for 58. Do that now. Go. Alright, so we said 5 tens was the same as 50 plus our 8 ones. 50 plus 8 equals 58. Now we're going to find 58 minus 10 plus 10 minus 1 plus 1. Pause the video and do that now. Alright, so 58 minus 10, we had 5 tens, we're going to take a 10 away, so 5 tens minus one of those tens gives us 4 tens. The ones stay the same, so 58 minus 10 equals 48. Now we're going to do 58 plus 10 more, so we had 5 tens, we're going to add another 10, so we have 6 tens, and the ones stay the same. So 58 plus 10 more equals 68. Now we have 58 minus 1, so now this time we're focusing on the ones place value. So that means the tens stay the same. So the tens stay the same. We have 8 minus 1, so 8 minus 1 equals 7. So 58 minus 1 equals 57. And then we have 58 plus 1, so remember those tens are staying the same. 8 plus 1 more equals 9. So 58 plus 1 more equals 59. Now moving into our missing number. So do those now. Pause the video and do that now. Go. Alright, so 1 plus blank equals 10, 1 plus 9 equals 10, blank plus 2 equals 9, 7 plus 2 equals 9, 3 plus blank equals 8, 3 plus 5 equals 8. And on to balance both sides. So we have 10 plus 0 I want you to solve the equation, find another equation, and do that now. Go. All right, so 10 plus 0 equals 10. 1 plus 9 equals 10. Our fact family numbers, we have 7, 20, and 27. So we have part, whole. Fill in the 4 equations for the fact family now. Pause the video and do that. Go. Alright, so remember when we're doing the adding, we have to do the smaller numbers, the part. So we're doing 7 plus 20 equals 27. 20 plus 7 equals 27. We do the subtraction, we always start with the larger whole number. 27 minus 7 equals 20. 27 minus 20 equals 7. Now on the whole part, for this one, remember, I want you to keep breaking it into tens and ones, just like we're doing with our double digit adding. So do that now and then put the equations to the side. Go. Alright, so 28 can be broken into 8 ones and then 20. So for our adding equation, I'm going to do 20 plus 8 equals 28. 28 minus 20 equals 8. And then put them in order. So put them in order from smallest to largest. Do that now. Go. Alright, so I'm going to go identify or locate the tens in each one. So 7 tens and 79, 5 tens and 57, 5 tens and 55, 7 tens and 72. These, I'm going to go to my 5, 10 ones because they're smaller. They're the same. I go to the ones. 55 is the smallest number. And we should have 55, 57, 72, 79. Moving on to greater than, less than, or equal. So pause the video and do those now. Go. Alright, so we have the numbers 14 and 40. So touching those tens, I notice 40 has more tens. 14, read it with me. 14 is less than 40. Then we have 60 and 16. So touch the tens. I notice 60 has more tens. So that is larger. So read it with me. 60 is greater than 16. And then we have 18 and 8. So touch the 10. I notice there is no 10 there, so it's a 0. So 18 would be the larger number. Read it with me. 18 is greater than 8. Alright, so we're moving on to our fractions. And let's do that now. Remember, when we see the 3 on the bottom, we're cutting it into thirds. Say it with me, thirds. And when we're cutting it into a 4, what are we going to be doing? Cutting it into fourths, or we can say quarters. Fourths or quarters. So that one kind of has 2 names. All right, so let's do our fractions now. Go. All right, let's start with our rectangle. We're going to cut it into thirds the best we can, and then we're going to color 2 thirds of that, or 2 of those. So we colored in 2 thirds of the rectangle. Next, we're moving on to our circle, and I'm going to cut it into 4 quarters. Remember, trying to make it as equal as possible. And we're going to color in 3 of those quarters. So we colored in 3 quarters, or we colored in 3 fourths. All right, so let's look at our time. You need to pause the video so that you can write the time on the clock. Remember which hand goes first. I hope you said the hour. So let's look at that. Our hour hand is the smallest one. That one goes first, and it looks like it's pointing directly at the 10. So we're going to be writing 10 in our hour spot. Hour goes first. And then we notice the long one, which is called the minute. And when it points to the 12, what are we writing? 00. So our time reads 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. And now we're looking at our equations for today. So pause the video and solve those now. Go. Alright, so these should be completed. Let's just review our answers. So 33 plus 41 equals 74. 44 plus 34 equals 78. 11 plus 15 equals 26. 21 plus 37 equals 58. All right, well, that is all for today. See you tomorrow.